battle has just begun!
Hello, hello, and welcome to the RobotnikIsSexy show. This is going to be your host, your hero, your idol, RobotnikIsSexy. Oh yes. This is going to be a match I had with a good friend of mine named Marcus. He's actually traded to me most of my really good Pokemon, and one of those Pokemon is the Scrafty I'm using here. So he's a really good Poke friend. He just gives me free shit, and he wanted to battle on Skype. Well, he requested to battle over Skype. And both of us are nervous because, I don't know, both of us have seen what Pokemon we use, and we just don't really know what's going to happen. This is actually the second match. He's going to leave with Slowbro this time. I'm going to go for a U-turn and get a critical hit straight away, and I didn't even notice it was a critical hit. I just thought it was Diggersby, though. Being Diggersby, though, you know what I'm saying. But no, that's a critical hit. There's no way a Diggersby would do that much. To a Slowbro. So I'm going to switch into Gamera the Blastoise, because I don't want anything else burned on my team at the moment. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, go for a Dark Pulse. This is obvious as day, clear as day. And this is literally the second turn of the match, so I don't really want to, do anything unpredictable. I just want to Dark Pulse his Slowbro, and he's got brain enough to get out of there. His Regenerator ability is actually going to give him pretty much all of his health back from that critical hit. So the critical hit, did it matter? I don't think it did. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse on Amoonguss. Does absolutely nothing. And then I'm going to go into Xatu. It's predictable, but he can't really do anything. He's got Clear Smog, Giga Drain. I mean, I guess he could have doubled out into a big threat, like maybe Galvantula. Yeah, actually, that would have been really, really terrible. But he doesn't double out into Galvantula. He just stays and goes for a Giga Drain. And surprisingly, he does not go for Thunder. He goes for Bug Buzz. As I get that U-turn switch advantage, go into my Bog Trotter, the Diggersby, and go for the Stone Edge, which actually connects, which is, yeah, a little amazing, slightly amazing. So I'm going to take out his Galvantula super early. Galvantula isn't really, the strongest stuff in OU settings. But yeah, you'll notice this team has a gigantic weakness to fighting type. This is our rematch, and he just decided to plop down a big hulk of a Pokemon, Conkeldurr. And yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. The only reason I'm using Scrafty at all is because I thought it would be funny, and because I'm kind of a colossal dick, because, he traded me that exact Scrafty, so I thought it would be fun to use it against him. He's going to eventually Stone Edge me. He is carrying a Life Orb. It is worth mentioning. He's trying to use Sheer Force ability with Life Orb, and he's taking Life Orb recoil, so question of the day, does Sheer Force plus Life Orb, is that still a glitch in X and Y? Because in Black and White, Nidoking Sheer Force plus Life Orb was, everywhere. It was very good. Yeah. So that's a legitimate question, because he is taking Life Orb recoil, and that Life Orb recoil is going to do nothing but help me out. Especially since I have a very stally Ferrothorn. And before my Xatu died, I got up a 8-turn Reflect. So I do actually want to bait in his Conkeldurr, because I know the best way to deal with it is to force him to hit me. But I also, on the same note, I do want to get 3 spikes up, so this is going to pressure him to actually hit me. He ever predicts a little bit here, thinking that I'll want to switch out, but no. Ferrothorn is locked in. He's in it for the long run. He knows he's just going to serve as recoil damage, which is perfectly fine. And because they buffed the heck out of Rocky Helmet, I'm going to do like over a quarter of your life in recoil. So because of the reflect, even with a +1 and a life orb boost, I can still survive the hit. And there's recoil number 1, recoil number 2, and recoil number 3 with life orb. And yeah, that's pretty tasty. That's pretty tasty recoil right there. As I get in layer number 2 of spikes and get some leech seed health back, which you know, it's not really going to serve much of anything other than more damage on him. Because yeah, I did miss the leech seed initially, and that was slightly annoying because it would have allowed me to get up 3 layers of spikes, which would have made my job slightly easier, but 2 layers, we can work with that. We can work with 2 layers, so yeah. Fairthorn goes down in a blaze of glory, and Conkeldurr is severely weakened. He's in the yellow, and because of the life orb recoil that he took, even though that he is a sheer force nature, that makes me feel better about using Shadow Ball instead of Sludge Bomb, because Sludge Bomb has higher base power. Now, if I had been pretty much forced into using Sludge Bomb, he could have predicted that and gone into his Gengar and forced me out. It would have been a very risky play, but he could have done it. But because of I guess the way Sheer Force Life Orb works, the mechanics in X and Y, you do take recoil, and that is going to allow me to very safely use Shadow Ball, which nothing on his team wants to take. So his team in general just seems to be extremely vulnerable to Gengar, and that is something I love. Definitely want to keep Gengar healthy. So Diggersby is going to go for the Stone Edge, I believe, and had I got a crit with Stone Edge, I would have been able to take out Slowbro with 2 Stone Edges from a Diggersby. That is absolutely insane. It's just the power of Diggersby right there. So I know that he's either going to slack off or Scald or something, so I definitely want Agrotech to come in, because Agrotech is the Scrafty here, and it just so happens that me old Pokemon friend, the Agrotech, his favorite Pokemon is Scrafty. So that's pretty much the perfect nickname incarnate right there. So the first Scald does not burn, and that allows me to get up a free Dragon Dance, and that is great. The second Scald does burn, but Psych got the Shed Skin ability. What you know about it, dough. So yeah, basically I get this really strange get out of jail free card in the form of Shed Skin, just immediately like that. Which is funny, because in the first match, my Shed Skin did not activate once. But in this match, it's just like lightning, it just happens. So even without the Moxie +1 attack boost, it really doesn't matter. I'm doing more than enough damage with the spikes damage and the burn damage. I can easily take out Amoonguss. And his team pretty much has nothing for it. Once I cleared out Conkeldurr, then his team is smack dab wide open for an Agrotech sweep. Yeah! Wanted to get some action for this guy. I actually got lots of action for this guy. Even though this team is just extremely weak to fighting, yeah, this is definitely a viable Pokemon in X and Y. If I was able to switch around my team, make it less weak to fighting, and allow Scrafty to remain on the team, we would have something there. But I think, I don't know. I pretty much have a very solid 5-member team, and then I just swap out the 6th member for whichever I feel like. I mean, last battle I had Noivern in there, but having 3 special attackers and only 1 physical attacker is kind of a not a thing you want to do. But anyway, he's got a shiny Garchomp, a shiny Mega Garchomp to be exact. He is going to Mega Evolve in all his pink glory, and then I'm just going to punch him in the face with Ice Punch, and that is absolutely lovely. And then his last Pokemon is Gengar, and thanks for playing, Gengar. You are going to be one-shot by a Scrafty, so goodbye. That was a fun match. Definitely enjoyed using the Agritech, and if you enjoyed watching it too, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you later, YouTube.